Hi Leo, this is a 4-week reading in form of a Celtic cross. So this is going to go and have a look at what is going on with you at the moment. Anything can come up, but predominantly it's usually about love, but could be anything. Like I said, 4-week reading, that is from the time you view it, because I believe that when you view it, it's meant to be. If this resonates, great. If you click the like button, that'd be amazing. If not, have a look at your moon and rising. Okay, so let's start your reading. First of all, we're going to have a look at your distant past. So it looks to me that you were waiting on something. So what were you waiting on? The past cards will become clear as we go further on in the reading, because they come up for what's going on in your present and why it's all happening. Okay, so let's have a look. What were you waiting on? Looks to me like you could have been waiting on a person. This could have been a fire sign, like yourself. So it could have been a Sagittarius, Leo or Aries. So let's see how that progressed. So after you were waiting on this fire sign, if it wasn't a fire sign, it was somebody that was quite exciting. So, you know, life and soul of the party, likes fancy things, a lot of fun. Let's have a look more recently. We've got you here. Let's see what's going on with you. So what progressed from there? So, I'm not sure if this fire, I'm going to call them a fire sign, but like I explained, it could just be the energy of them. I'm not sure if this fire sign did come in or not. I still feel that you've been waiting, or you were waiting a very long time for this person. You weren't really sure how to move forward. Could have been that it was somebody that you really, really liked and you just couldn't let it go almost. And it felt like a weight on your shoulders. You just felt stagnant. You just like, I can't go back, I can't go forward. So let's have a look at you now. What's going on now? I think you moved on from that, okay? I think obviously they wouldn't have come up if it wasn't an issue, but I think that you were trying your best to stand in your power. So you were almost, which a lot of these readings I do get, it was almost like a head over heart sort of thing. So you thought, right, enough's enough, I can't wait anymore, I'm just going to accept that this isn't going to happen. And I think once you accepted that, you felt quite proud of yourself almost, because you knew it wasn't an easy thing to do. It's not, we can't just switch our emotions off. So, but you tried, so you tried to get on with life and just be like, okay, you know, if it's going to happen, it will. If not, then I know I'll be fine. Just, you do have like a rebirth here of this, maybe this person that you kind of let go, possibly it coming back into your mind. But let's have a look. What's crossing you? You've got a touch of heartache, not heartbreak, heartache here. And it's been sat there a while. It's not something that's new. It's been sat like it's an old wound, if you like. But let's see, clarify that for me. 2 cards. Clarification on 3 of Swords. Again, we have another fire sign. So it's the same person, I don't know whether it could have been a case of, like I said, you were trying to move forward with it, and you could have possibly, I don't know, maybe got a text out of the blue from this person. It just brought all of this waiting period and all of those memories back where you felt strong and you were okay, and then this memories of all this waiting, and it's almost like it's been brought back. Let's have a look. Factors affecting the situation. I do think this person may have messaged you possibly, or you've seen them, or something's popped up on social media. Something has made this person come back into your mind. Are you watching them? Are you looking at their social media? Are you seeing what they're getting up to? Let's see. Fire does seem to be prominent here. Like I say, I try not to focus on the actual star sign or zodiac signs too much, because it can just be the energy of the person. This person just feels quite flamboyant and quite sure of themselves. I think you might be falling back into the same energy. So I think there could be that you're watching this person and it feels, you know, when we all post a load of photos on Instagram or Facebook when everything looks amazing. We're never going to post, well, not many people post the rubbish times they're having. Lots of people, when they post things, they want to put their happy times. And it seems like you're looking at this person thinking, oh, you're doing great, you know, and it just feels a bit like a slap in the face. It's like, I waited for you for so long, and here you are, just being happy and totally not even giving me a second thought. However, there's things you cannot see. We've got the moon here. So what you are seeing is not the full story, but I think it makes you feel uncomfortable. Let's have a look at external influences. So I'm guessing this is going to be what's happening with your, we're going to call them fire sign, just to make it clear. This is what's happening with them. Sorry, one moment. There's quite too many jumpers come out then. Let's see what's going on with the external influences. What is going on? 2 cards. Like I was explaining, not everything that you see is the full story, and I think this person has walked away. They've walked away and you feel left behind. However, I don't think everything's quite what it seems. I think they might be having a hard time themselves at the moment. Like I said, it's just things being hidden in what you can see, and now looking at them, yes, they might have moved on, but what have they moved onto? What have they moved on to? We can all post these things of everything's great. I don't know if they're happy. I don't know if they're happy. Hopes and fears, I've got you just wanting a break. And I think it's more of a, you just want to just not think about it. It's just like all these thoughts coming into my head and I just don't want to think about it. Right, let's have a look at your immediate future. You've got 3 queens in this reading. Just whenever I see lots of queens, just be aware of gossip. Okay, not that women are gossipers, but that's just how I see it. So, it looks like you're trying to make a decision. Now, you need to follow your intuition. It seems to me that you're quite intuitive. You know what the right thing to do is. Now, like I was explaining before, it's this head over heart, which we, you know, when we're trying to move on, we all have this. We all have it. I think you're trying to stay grounded. You're trying to focus on work, trying to not look at this anymore because it just hurts. And it's like I said, it's not a heartbreak, it is a heartache, where it's something that's been sat niggling for quite a while, I think. Quite a while. I don't know if this is an ex or someone that it was a really, really close friend and you secretly had feelings for them. It could even just be a friend, and you can still care and love somebody that is a friend, and it doesn't have to be in a sexual way. It can be in a love. I really think you're just trying to stay grounded, and which a lot of this, whenever I do these really heart over head situation, but you must follow your intuition. It is saying here. Okay, so let's have a look at the possible outcome. This is a path you can choose, by the way, or avoid. Wow. Look at this. I know you're not an air sign, but you have the Queen and the King with the Lovers in between you. I think there's a chance, like I said, this is a possibility, and how you go about this, only you will know. Maybe this is why it's saying follow your intuition. There's a chance that something could happen between you, because you've got the Queen and the King, which is a pair, and right in the middle you've got the Lovers, and that's lovely. Why you're showing up at the Queen of Swords, I don't know. Could be that maybe because you've cut off these feelings, or you're trying desperately to cut off these feelings. It could be that once you let something go, it gives it a chance to come in, if that makes sense. It could be that there's a possibility here. Now, this is your possible outcome. Like I said, this is a path that could possibly happen if you walk the right path, which only you know. Now, let's have a look at your probable outcome. So the path you're on at the moment, this is where it's heading. Let's see. But yeah, that is, I love that. That is beautiful. Like, to me, Queen and King with the Lovers sat right in the middle. That's a great combination. Amazing. Let's see then. Two of Wands. Let's see, clarification for Leo. The path you're on at the moment, I feel that you are trying to, like it's pretty much said all through the reading, trying to follow your head and just let it go. So you're trying to move away from it because you're seeing things that you feel that your intuition is telling you that this is never going to happen. Now, I'm wondering how you get to this path because the path you're on, like I said, you're moving away from it, trying to let it go because it's just so hard. It's so hard. I'm wondering what you have to do to get to this possible outcome rather than the probable outcome, because we all have free will. We all choose our own path. The energy at the moment is your probable outcome, but you have this opportunity here. Just wondering, it's saying to me you've got to follow your intuition, but what is that? Let me just see if there's anything it can give me for advice of how you reach that. How would Leo get to this point where they are in a stable relationship, whether it be a friend, lover? What path would they need to take or avoid? Please show me. Communication. It would be for you to get here, you'd have to take the risk, and it would be a risk. Whenever we put our heart on the line, it is a risk. It would be a case of you swallowing your pride and being like, look, I really care about you. I don't want this. I don't want this situation where we, you know, you've been on my mind for years. Not years, maybe not years, months and months. And I'm trying to move forward about my life, but I really actually still care about you. It would take that, I think, which is a very, very, very hard thing to do. And as we know, everyone has free will, and what their response would be, I don't know. But that's what you'd have to do to get to the... Oops, sorry, I've dropped my crystal. 1 second. That's what you would have to do. You'd have to put your heart on the line, which is a really stressful thing to do. So you make that decision. Would I do it after working so hard to move forward and forget this person? Would I? Honestly, it's just a personal opinion. I probably wouldn't, because I wouldn't like to take the risk, but we're all different, and if you take the risk it might pay off, but it's like gambling, isn't it? So that is completely down to you. But at the moment it looks like path you're on, at least for 4 weeks. Please bear in mind this is a 4 weeks reading. This is not life. That's not it now, because things change. But at the moment I feel like you're trying to move forward. Let's have a look at your advice. So I've pulled 2 angel cards for you. The first one is adventure. Adventure isn't about danger, it's about being open to change and liberty. Be free to be who you are. So now we can look at this in 2 ways. We can either take this adventure as that risk I've just spoke about, or we can have a look at it in the way that, you know what, I am going to stand my ground, I am going to be grounded, I'm going to follow my head, and I'm going to find somebody that I don't have to fight for, that wants to fight for me. And that even if it's a friendship, I'm going to have friends that want to be around me. That sort of thing. You could look at it like that. But yes, be free to be whoever you want to be. Whenever I do these Celtic Cross readings, they always seem quite specific, which is really hard when I do a general reading, but I have to say what is being shown to me. Yeah, so, it's a difficult one, but like I said, you'll have to come back in a few weeks when I do another reading to see how this progresses, because it'd be interesting. Also, I've done the how do they feel. The thing is, when I do these readings, I think whoever I'm supposed to be reading for will get that message. So if this message for you, please click the like button, because that would be amazing, because I'd like to know if it did resonate with somebody at least. Okay, well, I hope that helps. As I always say, at least one person, because that makes the difference for everything. If not, take a look at your moon and rising sign, and hopefully I will see you again.